You are listening to KC Sports Network, proudly presented by Emprise Bank, your partner in possible.
What's happening, everybody? Welcome back on the Kansas City Sports Network. You're here with Daniel Kooser and Chris Wright. Another episode of Currently, talking all things Kansas City Current. Chris, how are you, my friend? What's new in your world?
I mean, quite a few things. First of all, congratulations on Sporting's first win. I believe you ended the streak was ended in terms of joining Kansas City Sports Network, and they haven't had a win since you joined. So that curse is now gone. So I'm happy for you.
That's true. Good point. I, it's funny. I was watching that game actually at home by myself, and Marissa gets home and we got scored on, and I was like, "You get back outside." Very funny. But hey, we enjoyed the Savannah Bananas out at Legends this past weekend.
I had an absolute blast.
Was that fun or was that fun?
I did not expect to have such a good time, man. I appreciate you inviting me, and
you bet,
got some great seats and really enjoyed ourselves.
Hell of a time. Everything's their tickets are reasonably priced. Their merch is reasonably priced. It wasn't some outrageous thing, you know. I had to spend a little money on some stuff. It was cool. Very cool stuff.
Let me ask you a question. When was the last time you saw a $25 t-shirt?
Yeah, it's been a bit, right? Usually they're 30s or 40s, I would think. You know, I bought a jersey. I didn't feel bad buying a $75 jersey out there. Nothing bad there. So, and just the colors too, man, just outrageous banana yellow stuff. It's just a fun time. If you guys never seen Savannah, I'm pretty sure anyone listening seen Savannah Bananas somewhere online, you know, on Instagram reels or stuff going viral on ESPN or some shit. So what a hell of a thing they're building down there, and cool that they brought it to our community and was able to do something like that.
3 days too, if I'm mistaken, right?
3 days. It was 2 initially, and last year it was 2, but they added a third this year because I think demand was just through the roof.
Wow.
And they still sold out all 3 nights. So what's that tell you?
Jeez.
Hell of a time, man.
I can't wait for them to come back.
Yeah, I'm sure they will. When you sell places out, you usually go back. It's like AEW, man. We like going to those wrestling events. Yeah, we're nerds. So what? Leave us alone. We like scripted fighting. It's fine. They're always a blast here, so they just keep coming back because we keep supporting.
Yep.
So
absolutely.
Another team we support, man, KC Current, dude, coming off a couple victories. You know, we interviewed Michelle Cooper, hell of a time. People were telling me how it was just awesome to hear from her. Cool to hear about her, you know, rookie life going on and everything like that. But we were optimistic for potential on the road victory this weekend. Unfortunately, it didn't happen. We dug ourselves a hole too early, and it's just sometimes it's hard to claw your way out of something like that, you know.
Yeah, that's quite the understatement. A 3-0 hole is what we dug ourselves into. I mean, first of all, Alyssa Thompson, absolute savage. She's like 18 years old, man. First draft pick this year. You know, absolute savage. She crossed over Merrick. And, you know, when we watch games together, Merrick will slide sometimes in the box, and we're like, oh God, like afraid she's going to get a PK or something like that, because she's not afraid to slide. Thompson, you know, stopped immediately. Merrick went sliding by. She took a step to her right and put that ball back post, man. Perfect placement. You kind of want Miller to have that covered, but that was just too good from Alyssa Thompson, man.
It's tough. I feel bad for Cassie Miller, who's been on a hell of a stretch here with shutouts, a hell of a shutout streak, and comes in here and gets 3 dropped on her. It's not the way you want to see a shutout streak come to an end.
Really the theme of this game to me was Angel City took advantage of their chances, right? They didn't have more than we did. They just took advantage of them and they put them away. We had 2 chances in the first half before Alyssa Thompson scored, where Kaiser had a 1-on-1 with the keeper, and it was a heck of a save by the keeper. But had she made that, you know, that might have been a completely different game starting out. But then, The second goal by Claire Emsley. Did you see that goal by chance? It was that back post where the ball was crossed and she just got a foot on it at the very back and it went in. It was a hell of a goal by her.
Yeah.
But man, you just can't go down that early.
Man, well, Emsley with the first half goal and first half assist, like what a game she had, or at least what a half, right? I'm pretty surprised we were even able to squeeze 2 out of this game, to claw ourselves back into it. And I was like, holy shit, we CC Kaiser doing things, getting a goal and assist in the second half. So if I can say Emsley's a beast, so is CC Kaiser. We got a real one with her, dude. As hard as she's working for goals and assists.
Do you remember? I can't remember when we had the podcast, but we were talking about, we got Dabinia. We made some really cool signings in DiBernardo and Gatra, but the Kaiser signing was really under the radar because it was a re-signing. Yeah. It was nice to have her back, but we pointed out that's going to be the glue to our team. And you look at her right now, she is the glue to our attack. I mean, obviously Dabinia is a beast, but Kaiser is the glue to our attack right now. Yeah,
we're pretty smart like that.
Not very often do we get to go back and say we did something really well or we pointed something out. So, you try to from time to time.
Well, dude, halftime gets there, right? And it's like you just feel, you feel a little pessimistic about this game. It's like, this isn't good. I don't want to have to, go through more of this in the second half. Like, how are they going to turn it around? What's this halftime speech looking like? Is Lowe getting fired up and making some passionate speech? Is Herblum, is she getting in there, getting Nancy, getting fiery, getting people fired up? I don't know, man. I think we need more. I would love more coverage of like a halftime speech. Halftime rally, if you will, a remember the Titans-esque comeback, something like that. I don't know. I am asking the video team to do more work and everyone, and private lives in the locker room exposed, whatever. But that would just be exciting and make me want to run through walls. But we come out 3-0 and it's, what do you got left, right?
Do you remember the XFL? Not now, but the original XFL, the football league,
when you couldn't call a fair catch, so you just had to get murdered.
Well, they had a locker room cam, where they had coaches' speeches and everything. Obviously, there was a lot of bleeps and stuff like that, and of course, you don't want to expose private lives. But just that speech, I want to know what they, which leaders stepped up and tried to get the team going. What did the coach say? I'm really interested in that because it's crazy because a lot of their goals come right out the gate in the second half. Mm-hmm. I mean, the last our 2-0 wins, they all came in the second half, almost back to back, kind of like this one. We scored in the 57th from Izzy with an absolute rocket,
dude, rocket. Now, no one was surprised by this though. People say Izzy hits one of those every time in training.
Yeah.
Once every training. Oh, okay.
I mean, if that's the case, I want her to step up and continue to do that. Even if she doesn't make it, just get the defense thinking, right? Maybe you get a deflection off of the keeper and you can clean that up and put it in the back of the net. I just love to see her take those shots. And then 4 minutes later with Cece, right? They score back-to-back pretty quickly all in the second half. So whatever they're doing at half is working.
It's working, but now you got 30 minutes left. That's enough time to draw the game or even press for the win. Angel City had to be feeling pretty spicy at this point, a little scared, a little defensive, right? They're like, whoa, we got to pack this shit in because they're coming. But you have a whole half hour. What an exhausting time that has to be.
I mean, from the mentality of the team, right? To go down by 3 quickly, you missed a couple of chances. There was a chance in the first half when it was Cooper and Dabinia, almost a 2-on-1. And Cooper made a bad decision. And I'm not saying it cost us a goal, but it was just an opportunity that we did not capitalize on. So we had chances, but they're down 3-0 coming out the gate. They're fired up. But to me, it just shows resilience of that team, right?
Yeah.
We don't care if we're down, 3-0, 3-1, 4-2, whatever, like we were against Chicago. We're going to keep coming. And we did. We didn't get the win, but we showed our character.
It's unfortunate because, I mean, on Angel City's side, dude, 3 goals should win you a game. If you score 3 goals, chances are you're going to win that game. I don't know what the percentages are in that or the probability, but it just sounds right in my head. That just sounds right. So to almost get it done in stoppage time, though, freshman forward, rookie forward, Alexa Spanstra, comes in and almost gets her first career goal, just wide of the goal, man. That sucks.
How big would that have been, though, if she made that?
Huge. And you mentioned Michelle Cooper, dude. The broadcasters said what we were saying, or what we've been saying all season, is that she does so much stuff off the ball that, like, the fact that she's not getting goals is fine. Like, she's not being paid to be a poacher, a Chris Wondolowski tap in forward. Like, that's not her. She's doing so much aggressiveness. I'm pretty sure she used another player's face as a backboard one time. It's just I love the aggressiveness. I'm there for it. She's not being dangerous because she's accurate. She's not sloppy. She's not getting card after card, red cards, anything like that. I'm a fan, dude. I'm a massive fan.
The amount of pressing she is either asked to do or is doing on her own is incredible. Like, she is not giving that back line easy opportunities to get the ball out of the backfield. I mean, every time you watch her, she's running at the ball. She's cutting off passing lanes out the back. She's just doing so much, man. And I know we said it before, but if you're at a live game and you get to watch them play, just watch her off ball. It's so much fun.
So much fun. She's she's the beast of the team. Dude, let's come back here in a minute, talk more about this game a little bit. All right, let's take a quick break. What do you say?
Let's go.
Thanks for listening to KC Sports Network. Make sure you download our new app. Find it on the App Store or Google Play. Just search KC Sports Network. Entertain, educate, inform. KC Sports Network.
We're back, bro. We're back. What's dude, the shots in this game. 14 LA to 11's KC. But we had 8 of those 11 on goal. They had 5 of their 14 on goal. And we could only save 2 of those. Kind of sucks, when they save 6 of ours, right? But again, weren't a lot of those shots kind of right to the keeper as well?
Yeah, and they just executed. They executed on their opportunities. I mean, and let's be honest, credit to them. But I don't know if they make some of those again, right? Like, 100. If they take that chance 100 times, they're missing it 80% of the time.
They got a little lucky. Their XG was only 1.47. It wasn't 3.
Yeah, and this is frustrating because we know that we played really well. We just couldn't get the ball in the back of the net enough, and they converted their few opportunities,
and we did not.
And we did not. So if you're watching this game and you take away the score, which is obviously hard to do, you're not upset with your performance, right? We played hard, we played well, but sometimes these things happen in any sport, right? Like, it just didn't go our way. And credit to Angel City, it went their way.
Yeah, and more power to them. They win at home. We have an inexperienced backline right now.
Right.
We've been talking about that all year, but how many games do they have to play until they're no longer inexperienced? Like the professional athletes, they've been thrown into the mix. They're in the fire. So they're experienced as far as I'm concerned. They are getting that experience playing these long ass games, grinding out good results, bad results. I mean, they're in it.
And let's be honest too. I don't think when Gabby Robinson was drafted, I don't think she was expected to be the day one starter. I mean, I think, in my opinion, I feel like they probably try to get somebody else to be along with Elizabeth Ball. I don't think they had the mentality of their second round pick being one of their top center backs. She kind of fell into that spot, and same with Soto, right? I think they're outplaying their expectation, but it just at times it's not enough. So they're kind of being thrown to the Sharks, and they're doing well. They really are, and they deserve a lot of credit for it. But at the end of the day, we need to set them up to be more successful.
Yeah, I wish this first half wasn't such trash. I wish the first half wasn't such a thumping on us, because the resiliency we showed to come back at the end like that, to get 2 goals and be back in the game, man. Like, there's something to be said with 30 minutes to go and you just need a goal to come away with a road point. And a road point's always good. We'll always talk about that, how good that is. But if you're Angel City, you're absolutely jazzed that you escaped with 3 points here. You're absolutely fired up. But this team, it's not like we got shut out. We did not. We came back and scored some goals. So I'm finding it really hard to be depressed about this. I'm finding it hard to be mad, because it's as a fan, we do hot takes. We get mad. We get passionate and emotional. But I'm not emotional because of the way they fought to the very end. So it's only up and up from here, man. They'll want that one back. They'll want that first half back.
And as that back line gets more experience, as we get ball back or any other player or defender, we're just going to get better. So that's what I'm really looking forward to. There's no moral victories sometimes in sports, but I feel like that second half, you got to watch that and you got to be really proud of yourself.
You do. But, if you're letting Angel City let's play devil's advocate here. If you're letting Angel City, a team like them, put 3 goals on you in the first half, something has happened. Something
without
bad has
Julie
happened.
Ertz, Julie Ertz, who
why wasn't she playing?
She had an excused absence.
Oh, okay.
I don't know what it was, but we expected her to play, but without Julie Ertz, 3 points without her.
Her mom called her out of class. I gotcha. That's what that sounds like to me. It's always so funny. But if you let Angel City do that to you, imagine what Portland or OL Reign is going to do to you. That sucks. I don't want to know what that feels like. So we got to continue to get better. Every single week, you have to get better.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think they are. It just can't drop too many points at this point. We got to just keep moving along. But, because at some point, it's going to be tough to come back if we start losing these road games by 1 goal. We're going to have to start getting some points here.
I'm not going to look this up because I don't want to take the time to do it. I'm pretty sure how many teams make the playoffs?
6.
6. I thought so. I didn't want to misspeak there. And first 2 get a bye. Is that right? Yeah. So we're 9th right now on the table with 6 little baby points. Just 6 little points. But hey, big game coming this weekend, man, with Mother's Day on the horizon. And I'm excited to get back out there, hopefully with some beautiful weather. That'll be good, right?
Yeah, no, absolutely. And one thing I think would be kind of fun to point out is all of our points have come at home. We have not had any points on the road just yet.
Well, and that's a problem, right? That's something to discuss and try to grind that out. But we're under a new coach right now, a new gaffer, if you will, and she, probably pretty excited to get those wins at home and trying to work through managing this team.
No, you're absolutely right. And one quick point of clarification: we did win a away Challenge Cup game.
True,
that we did, but all of our regular season points have come at home so far.
True.
I'm excited for San Diego, man.
Yeah, and you've included some fun facts here. You got Dabinia still she's tied in the lead with goals scored.
Yep.
I think she had sole possession of the lead last week, right?
No, she had
still tied.
Points per 90, and I think she's actually ahead. She leads the league in goals per 90 still.
Well, we still lead the league in chances created and missed. And we lead the league in interceptions per match. Did you already read this?
No.
Oh, okay. No. I thought you were laughing at me like you're repeating what I said. And I'm like, I do that. I do that sometimes. My brain goes elsewhere. When you were talking a minute ago, I was like, I should talk to Chris about Guardians of the Galaxy last night. Nope, I'll talk to him later. That's that, dude. I wander sometimes. I need to cut that shit out.
I do the exact same thing. It's okay.
It's rough, bro. I don't know what do they call it? ADHD probably, or
I think so.
I don't know. We all got some kind of disorder. We're just trying to fake this adult life. So we come home where all our points have come. So possibility of getting points at home are good. We're gonna welcome a young rising star to the park named Alex Morgan. I don't know if you know her. She's kind of a big deal. So, oh, by the way, hey, quick side note, dude. There's this docuseries on Disney Plus covering the Australian women's national team.
I think I saw something about that, but I've never watched it. I think it's Sam Kerr. It's involved in there as well.
I'm halfway through the first episode. Just kind of watched a little bit of it, and I'm hooked. It's like 5 or 6 45-minute episodes. Sam Kerr is there. Of course, Christy Mewis makes an appearance there at their apartment in New York. Of course, Sam plays overseas in Chelsea. But guys, if you have Disney Plus, this is worth your time. With the Women's World Cup on the horizon, this docuseries is going to fuel my hunger for like more content leading up to this thing. So I'm excited. Of course, Australia is ranked like number 10 in the world or something, and US came down there and like spanked them 3-0 last year sometime. So, or 2021. I don't know what it takes place. It's worth a watch. You should check it out.
I didn't even know it was on Disney, so I'm glad you told me. I thought it was on another streaming service that I don't have.
It could be that it might have been a National Geographic thing, and then that goes to Disney, because I've been watching some Nat Geo stuff on there too. Okay. It's pretty wild.
We'll have to talk about that off air.
Well, or right now. We can do it right now. No. Dude, this Sunday, 5 p.m., San Diego Wave coming. They good. They got power.
They are I think they're in 5th place with 9 points, but with the caveat here, they lost their last 2 games against Orlando and the Washington Spirit.
That just means they're going to be pissed. That sucks. That means they're coming in here fired up. I got to tell you, what happens when teams lose and don't get points? Go look at Sporting. They went down and beat Seattle. Soccer's weird, bro. So I don't like this game. I don't like this game at all. I'm fired up because it's a home crowd, but knowing that they are winless in their last 2 games makes me a little nervous.
I agree. Alex Morgan, I thought she was having a mediocre year, and I went and looked it up, and she has 4 goals as well. So she's also, tied for the lead. So Jaden Shaw is a really young player, but kind of taking under the radar, taking the league by storm. She's not getting the credit she deserves. And Gurma, sorry, these are my players to watch as I'm talking here. Yep. Gurma is one of the best defenders in the league. So you got a quality midfielder in Shaw who's creating chances, who's underrated. Alex Morgan, you can't give her an easy opportunity. And then, do you remember that game last year? We were up by 1, and then it was like the 90th something minute, and like an odd ball came in the box and like went under Weinbrenner's legs, and Alex Morgan put it home. And it was a draw like at the end of the game, but we just couldn't shut it out. Like,
it's tough. I can't remember. It's like when seasons end, I forget everything, and then I'm ready to for the next season, right? So I don't. Nah, you could make shit up, and I'd be like, yeah, sure.
But we actually do play the Wave pretty well. Last year we beat them on the road. They tied us at home, but we outplayed them that game. But they got a last minute goal. Alex Morgan can obviously do it all, but I think when I'm looking at these 2 teams, their goal difference is 0. We're at a -3. When I take a look at their expected goals and our expected goals, and they're kind of similar. I take a look at their roster and our roster, and we're kind of similar. I think it's just going to be an even game. I don't think one team is much better than the other. It's going to be a fun matchup. Both teams can be high scoring. So I think it's just going to be a great night to come out on Sunday. Bring whoever, bring your mom, Mother's Day, whatnot. Just come out, enjoy the weather, and watch a very, very entertaining game.
Yeah. Call your moms. Call them once in a while. Jeez.
Let's break that 10,000 mark again, right? Last few times we had a little over 9K, something like that.
Yeah. You gotta be careful. You start breaking those numbers, and then you're like building a stadium that's not going to be able to contain those numbers. So, dude, this will be a fun one. I love a good 5:00 Sunday game. You know, you're getting home just in time for Succession at 8. Life is good. You ever watch that show? Succession?
I have not, but
Yeah.
I've heard a lot about it. I need to. It's just I'm trying to stay away from spoilers at this point.
Oh, good luck with that. That's
yeah,
wild.
I caught some of them, unfortunately, but I'll still go watch it.
I feel you. Dude, this draws a crowd. Superstars draw crowds.
Yeah.
You bring Alex Morgan into Kansas City against Dabinia. It's gonna be the best. It's gonna be a hell of a time, and I feel like people are gonna show out just to see Alex Morgan. I don't know if you know, but like little girls love Alex Morgan, like love, just freaking fan club, fangirl out. It's wild.
Dude, I mean, I like watching Alex. I mean,
I lead that fan club.
I mean, I'm not president of the Alex Morgan fan club or anything, but like, she was part of World Cup winning teams, right? She's been the face of our team part of the face of the U.S. women's national team. So everybody loves Alex Morgan. You're starting to see a little bit of a changing of the guard, if you will, because this may be her last World Cup. So, and they also have Taylor Korniak, who's a national team player. I don't know if she's going to make the World Cup squad, but she's a national team player. They have a talented team. They have one of your favorites, Colprico, Danny Colprico.
Calaprico.
Yeah.
Calaprico. Yeah.
Yep. So they're going to be a good team. It's going to be an entertaining game. I think it's going to be 3-2, something like that. I see a lot of energy on that field.
Yeah, 100%. Well, we could wrap the podcast now, or we could talk about another game that's happening next week. Let's do that, but quick. Let's take a real quick break.
Thanks for listening to KC Sports Network. Make sure you download our new app. Find it on the App Store or Google Play. Just search KC Sports Network. Entertain, educate, inform. KC Sports Network.
We're back, baby. Challenge Cup is back, and we are it's a hell of a game week, dude. And we can't talk about it next week because we do record on Wednesdays with a Thursday release. Well, we might as well preview a game that's taking place next Wednesday. We're back in the Challenge Cup. Probably going to see some squad rotation with the team having to play Sunday, Wednesday, Saturday, because it's Sunday at home, Wednesday on the road, Saturday on the road.
Saturday is at home. We actually play Louisville again, back to back.
Yeah, you're right. The 20th, Saturday at home. Yeah, because people were trying to get me to go to the SKC St. Louis game, and I was like, I got season tickets to KC Current. I'm not going to go to St. Louis where they'll probably smash us.
Yeah, that's a bad deal. You can come to watch the Current.
You can support women's sports. How about that?
Yeah.
Care to do it? Men. If you're listening to us, you probably do. So I'm not even talking to the right people right now.
Right. You tricked me, by the way. When we went to break, I was like, oh, we're done. And then, nope, you faked me out, man.
You got faked.
I got faked, and I'm looking at our notes knowing we got more things to talk about, and you faked me out. So
you were just going to let me shut it down?
I was going with the flow, man. I was just going with the flow.
Dude, take a little control here. We are co-hosts. I'm just trying to steer the ship, and it's like it's not even both hands. I got kind of one hand on it. Like I'm just kind of, lazy steering the ship. kind of chilling like you do in your car. You don't. I know you're very much 9-3 situation.
If I'm on the highway, yes. If I'm regular roads, I use my knee sometimes. I'll get a little crazy. You ever steer with your knee?
Yeah. I mean, if I have to.
Yeah, I mean, you're about to say no, and then you kind of caught yourself and realize you do it sometimes.
I don't ever do it in the city, but okay. I don't have to because I have like lane assist on the Honda, so it's kind of helps you. I make sure it's detecting lanes, so I'm like I got to drink water real fast.
Some of us peasants don't have lane assist, and we got to use our knees around here. So
That's all right, man. That's something to strive for. All right, to come up here to high society and get that lane assist.
Someday I'll have lane assist. I promise you.
I love it. Well, dude, we Racing Louisville on Paramount Plus. If you've been watching KC Current games, you've been watching on Paramount Plus. Now you get to watch a Challenge Cup game and not have to worry about stupid CBS Sports Network. This is exciting. This is exciting, dude. We haven't played Racing Louisville yet, right?
Right, we have not.
So not only do we'll talk about the second game, the rubber match, if you will, when they come to KC on Saturday. But we're first in the Central Division with 3 points, which really means nothing at this point with the Challenge Cup. Racing Louisville got 0. They did not win their game. So we're tied for first, right? With someone?
No, I think we're actually first.
Well, so how many teams are in a division? 3?
3. Hold on, let me check.
Or is it? It's not 4. Right? Yeah. If there's 12 teams in the league, they got 4 divisions with 3 teams each.
Hold on. Hang in there.
All right. Well, let's just vamp. What do you want to talk about? You want to talk about Guardians of the Galaxy? Because it was incredibly emotional.
I ran a marathon.
Another marathon.
Like an idiot. Yeah.
Who just says that? Who comes in and just like, hey, I ran a marathon? It's like, I know. We talked about it already. Nope. I did another one. What?
Like an idiot. I did another one. So, yeah. So, did one in Nebraska.
You went to Nebraska?
What happened? Yeah. What happened was I was all hopped up on pre-workout and caffeine. And I was like, my Achilles is feeling great. Let's just do a marathon. So I signed up. Immediately regretted it once I was down from my caffeine high. And I went and I did it, and it was miserable. Absolutely miserable.
Why? What are you doing? What's your goal here?
I don't know. I just live life by the, steering by my knee, man. I don't know.
Did Vanessa do it?
She did, yeah.
What are you guys doing? What are you trying to just be the best at exercising?
Well, if you watched me run, there was no the best of anything. Like I was surviving.
That's like Kenny Powers on Eastbound and Down. He's like, "Oh, you do CrossFit? I play real sports. I'm not trying to be the best at exercising."
Like the first half was a lot of fun, man. Credit to the Lincoln crowd. Like they showed out for 13 miles. They lined the road. They had bands playing, multiple bands playing as you ran by. People giving you goos and Gatorades out of their own, not even anybody with the marathon, giving you their own and bottled water.
What the hell?
Yeah, so that was really cool to run in Lincoln.
I don't understand your angle here. I don't get it. I'm hurt. I hurt to walk upstairs, bro. Like life is not good for me and my bones. But you're over here just running through Achilles pain, which is wildly stupid.
It very much is. And this is why we need Jimmy, by the way, to steer us, because we're way off track here.
No, just hold on. We're friends here, and I don't feel like you tell me shit. Just when you got done, you were like, ran a marathon today, and I was like, what the fuck? You don't even tell me nothing.
Well, it was a very last minute thing. It was very impulsive. We paid the highest registration fee, like the last minute feed price.
Yeah, which is outrageous.
Didn't plan this at all, by the way. Just again, hyped up on C4 and thought it'd be great. So
bad shit.
There's nothing good about this whole entire situation. And running 13.1 miles out was actually not too bad. 13 back was absolutely miserable. It was like 88 degrees.
Anyone can run a half marathon. Anyone can run a half.
Yeah,
we can throw it out there. Full is where the men get separated from the boys. You know what I mean?
And credit to anybody who does a half, by the way. Like that's still really awesome.
Sure.
But you suffer a little more on the full.
Yeah.
Like it was like 85, 88 degrees, no shade, running on concrete. I thought I was going to pass out multiple times. People were giving other people towels with ice, like soaked in ice water. Like, I don't know. It was probably the worst marathon experience I've had. So it was absolutely stupid. It was dumb. It was stupid.
I'm appalled right now. I just want to know you, bro. And I don't Well, hey, congrats to you. Where's your marathon next weekend?
I'm done for a while. I'm done for quite some time.
Done for a while. Well, you know what? All right. We're talking about fitness. I was incline bench pressing 3 sets of 12 60-pound dumbbells the other day.
Okay, that's impressive.
That's tough. It was a chest day, so it was heavy load on there, but my boobs are a little tender.
Are you enjoying your first workout back soreness, like your initial soreness, or are you past that?
Getting swole for pool season, you know.
Well, I see you got cut off sleeves there, man. Trying to show that off a bit.
I'm not showing it off. It's just hot. It's just hot. Jimmy pointed out my tank top the other day, and I said, no, it's just hot. I'm not trying to show off nothing. It's all the heat in my home goes upstairs. Guess where my office / podcast studio is? Upstairs. That's why I'm red as hell.
Well, whether you're trying to show off or not, those arms look awesome. So
okay,
take some pride. Take some pride.
All right, we'll stop flirting and talk about this Racing Louisville game at 6:30 on Paramount Plus on Wednesday.
So I want to hop back in here. We are tied for first, by the way. Houston also has 3 points, but we have a better goal difference. So we're technically first. We're in the Central Division with Houston, Louisville, and Chicago.
4 teams. Gotcha. And we beat Houston, so we're tied with Chicago. Is that right?
We're tied with Houston. They already played their second game.
Oh, they did.
Yep. And we have a better goal differential.
So we can win and absolutely jump them.
Right. Correct.
Because that'd be our second game. Sweet. Well, there's 6 games in this competition. I was kind of enamored with Michelle Cooper's response about this competition last week when she's like, yeah, we're all just kind of navigating it. You know, it's the first year it's kind of been like this. So no one's really excited or not excited. It's just we're getting through it, I guess. So I don't know. I expected an answer one way or the other. Like, yeah, we don't necessarily like it as much, or yeah, we do. But then I remembered how media trained these players are sometimes. So why would they ever put down the competition?
I love that question by you that you asked, by the way, because it just kind of shows how genuine she is about how the team feels, right? They're just taking this schedule, as it goes. Thankfully, they do have to go on the road. So it's another travel. It's another travel for them, right? So 3 games in a week or 8 days? That's tough to navigate no matter who you are.
It's going to be rough. We're going to see some new faces, I think. Definitely some rotated. I don't know. It'll be interesting to see coaches, subs. See how tactical things get. This is where a coach really gets to put their stamp on the game and worry about their players' health and see what competition gets favored over the other, So I would like to see them go hard in Challenge Cup, but in all realism, it's they might not. They might, sub people in.
Let me ask you a question. You've been on the goalkeeper situation from the beginning, and you've been correct. How do you assess the goalkeeper situation right now? Miller let in 3 in the first half, obviously 0 in the second. Do you keep Miller in there? Do you go back to French? What do you do?
Yeah. I mean, I say you give her another game this weekend for one at San Diego, or with San Diego coming home. Just see how that goes. You know what I mean? And maybe get French a game midweek, Challenge Cup. I don't know. Couldn't hurt.
It's a good idea, right?
Yeah. I mean, if Cassie Miller is a true starter right now, which it seems like she is, same with Open Cup. Like John Polskamp would absolutely be playing an Open Cup this evening. We're recording Wednesday. I fully expect him to play. But it's I think France would play in the Challenge Cup game. Or maybe vice versa. I don't know. One of those. I think France is playing one of those games.
I mean, the fact that we have a national team goalkeeper who we're just going to bring in willy-nilly for a Challenge Cup game as a backup at the moment, it's kind of weird.
It's pretty weird.
It's a great position to be in, but a unique one nonetheless.
True. Well, we'll see what happens, man. I don't know what to expect out of Racing Louisville because they'll have to, we don't know what kind of team they are either when they got to shuffle things at midweek like that. So those games are always kind of fun because you never know what to expect.
Yeah, and they're on the lower half of the table for the regular season. So they're a team a lot like we are, just navigating ourselves, trying to figure out who they are.
That's a soccer-filled evening, by the way. Sporting plays at 9:30. So
okay.
Strap in, get your snacks and drinks ready. It's going to be soccer for the whole night. So, dude, some news on the training ground. People trying to come back from injury. It's been reported that Morgan Gautrat, Elizabeth Ball, and Kristen Hamilton are doing individual drills, kind of off on their own. So, when that's the first step. You're doing individual stuff, and then you're back in team training, full contact training. So don't expect to see them anytime soon, but this is a good sign that they're getting back to full fitness and whatnot.
I mean, the fact that we have a former World Cup winner and one of the best midfielders when healthy in Gautrat, and then obviously a staple of our back line in Elizabeth Ball, we could absolutely use them. Ball probably more than anybody, just given the depth at that position. But yeah. I'm excited to have them back. And Hamilton, I'm going to be honest, I really don't know where she fits at this point because we got Larson, Cooper, Dabinia's played up top, right, at times. So I don't know. It'd be
fun though, dude. Kristen Hamilton's a menace. She's always pressuring. She's going fast as hell to the ball everywhere. So I don't know how you manage that, but we'd love to have her back for sure.
It's a good problem to have, by the way.
I don't know if she fits into the current system. Well, the current system, but I think that how dare they name their team that? How dare they ruin every word that I use that's current? But Kristen Hamilton fits into a system that the current play, just don't know which one. So that'd be exciting to see her, man. She's explosive.
Yeah.
You seen those cool videos and pics of the new stadium construction and whatnot? They're putting in some beams, some bleachers and not bleachers, the stands and whatnot. Things are going up, man. It's kind of cool.
Every time I see like a video or picture, it just amazes me how quickly at this point things are just becoming complete. Because for a while it was just dirt, right? And then it just people would take pictures from a distance and it's just dirt with a few beams. But man, like I said, we saw stands. Like I'm looking at that and I'm thinking like I'm pointing at it in my head. This is probably where we're gonna sit. Just knowing the structure of the seats.
I don't know, man. Might have to take out a second mortgage and get that pitch club.
That would be nice,
cool.
man.
Oh, it'd be so cool, dude.
That would be nice.
Seats down there. That's one of those things. Like I want to reach out to a ticket rep and say, hey, don't take me seriously here, but I am interested. What do those run? What are we looking at? How we say when we get old, what's the damage? You're at a restaurant. What's the damage?
If you ask, you can't afford it, right? If you have to ask, you probably can't afford it.
Exactly.
But
exactly.
I wonder if that payment plans, right? Like 1,500 easy payments of $1. That's kind of what I'm looking at there.
I'm sure. If that was my only big expense, I've got like workout supplements that get delivered to me. I've got season tickets to another team. I like to go to wrestling events. If soccer was my main thing, buddy, I might be looking at that pitch club because it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Now I'm not trying to deter anyone from doing it. Money talks, baby. If you got that money, you go do it. Go check it out.
If you can, watching Dabinia right in front of you, watching Alex Morgan right in front of you on nice seats and whatever benefits and perks that you're going to have.
Oh, man,
take advantage of that. I'll be envious and I'll be trying to live through you. But yeah, those 100%. Are great.
Yep. Our seats are in there somewhere. We just have not picked them yet. Last but not least, man, little NWSL news, huh? I saw this, that they were expecting to add more teams. Surprise, surprise. We're just keep on rolling.
Every third podcast we're talking about expansion.
What is happening? Now they're talking by 2026. And I'm like, how dare you give me a 3-year goal? How dare you make me think about this for 3 years? But you said that Boston looks like a front runner for a team.
That's
and we thought that before, by the way. We thought that they would come in the last little announcement.
It just seems like they probably needed more time because they initially had the Boston Breakers back in the day. So I don't know what ownership group or who's making this happen on their end, but just some of the reports that are out there on the interwebs, Boston seems like they're one of the teams that are going to be getting that slot. And we don't know, who the second team would be at this point.
Yeah, we could speculate. Where would you want it? Where do you? I mean,
oh man,
let's see. Think of your states here. What states have them, and which need them? Texas is probably good for right now. California's probably good.
Florida's probably good.
Maybe. What do you got? You just got Orlando.
I guess Miami would probably be fun to play in.
Or Tampa. Tampa's a fun little place, right?
I think Tampa was initially interested.
Yeah, not so.
This last swing around. But also knowing the commissioner said they're going to take certain aspects into the decision-making process. And the first thing, honestly, that comes to my mind is like women's rights and reproductive rights. And I don't know if that will affect where they select in terms of a city.
True. That sucks. Now we're talking sad stuff.
Yeah, but we're going to, I don't know. If they could get a good crowd, Denver, I think Denver would be a fun city.
Nashville, dude. Nashville's doing good things on the men's side. How cool would it be if they just had like, that ownership group bought into to a women's team? It's, I don't want to say like affiliate or whatever. That's not what that is, but just, I don't know, use the same stadium if they could. It's just a neat place down there, Nashville. You ever been down there?
I have not.
Yeah.
I have not been down there.
It's pretty. You're not a country music guy though. You're not a country music guy.
Or barbecue. It's but
it's good vegan scene down there. Pretty good stuff.
I would not expect that, to be honest.
I know. Found some really good stuff. Even went to their farmers market, and they had a vegan street taco stand there.
Huh.
It was insane. And I was like, well, I'm going to try all three of them. So don't you limit me to just one taco. Trying all three of those bad boys.
How dare they?
Yeah, absolutely.
One area that does come to mind is Minnesota, because they have I can't remember the division they're in, but the Aurora.
Yeah.
They had a huge crowd show up for that. It's funded, community funded. Obviously, I don't know how that transition would be, but just looking on the face of it, they have support, they have interest. Whether or not there's an ownership team that could come in there, I don't know. But
they got 3 years to figure it out, so we'll have to see what happens.
But it just goes to show they're on solid ground. They're expanding. This league is looking up.
Yeah, I mean this league has 12 teams, and that's not very much. So to keep going is the only way to do it, man. They're not complacent.
And how should they go up into Canada? You got like Toronto, Vancouver. Like you never know, man.
That'd be interesting.
You never know.
Good point. Well, cool, man. Anything else we missed? Anything to look forward to here?
I don't think we have anything else, but let me give a quick check. Yeah, I have nothing.
Yeah. Cool.
I think we covered everything.
All right. Well, man, we're looking forward to getting out there Sunday, 5:00. Hope you all are too. Things are still early stages in the season, so all these points matter. These home points are crucial. So let's get out there and pack that park. So if you want to follow us on Twitter, I don't recommend it, but you can. It's at Dan Kooser, at Chris Wright 21, at No Other Pod. Send us an email, nootherpod@gmail.com. Get your ratings and reviews in immediately. If you've yet to do that, hit the Apple Podcast, like and subscribe over on YouTube. We got all that going on KC Sports Network, Spotify ratings, blah, blah, blah. The old spiel. Giving the old spiel, buddy. So, folks, we'll be back next week with, maybe 2 wins. Could be wild. Regular season, Challenge Cup. 2 victories would be, no, we won't. We won't know the result of the Challenge Cup yet. I don't know what I'm saying. We'll figure it out. You don't have to worry about it. Just plug us in your ear holes. We love you so much. Teal Talk Boys, out.
Thanks for watching this production of KC Sports Network, the fastest growing sports media network in Kansas City. Check out these videos that feature our team of more than 15 former players, insiders, and analysts bringing you the best Chiefs coverage you can find. Entertain, educate, inform. KC Sports Network.